my house. Holiday
It's Tuesday.
star.
It's Tuesday midday.
Hi, everybody.
Live from
We're
Tuesday
back.
midday, my house.
The squad is back, and we are going to play more Holiday Star.
Yay!
We are on part 2 of the story, The Day the Night Slept. Our adventure on the Holiday Star. The titular Holiday Star. So,
Oh, good.
There may be...
Great start.
So this is a good start. So I think in this part there's a lot of, like, monologues where it's not quite clear who's talking at first. So those will be fun to sort of, come across.
Oh.
But
Flashing warning.
we'll-
A little late.
Yeah, flashing
but
warning.
Time to
also.
ruin your
Sorry.
bit rate.
Here, I'll skip
Yeah.
through it.
This is not gonna
We
Where?
would to the you me
Yo,
just
Be
barely making a
good
street light.
you
Ooh.
why wait did
Eh,
you is me please enter your name
Hyoko.
Kosaka. I don't think she's gonna be.
Is she
Yeah.
okay?
I know we say this every time, but I don't think she's gonna be. All right, I didn't warm up my voice, so we'll have a fun sort of adjustment period here. At last, the day has come. The day of my final victory over you, Issa Soma. I know you are here tonight. My heart flutters just imagining your ungainly form prostrating itself in fear before my new weapon. Look up at the night sky. The stars, the moon, they all give me their blessings in this, my decisive moment of artistry. Never mind. It seems to have clouded over. Can the weather try to read the atmosphere at least a little? Come on, you ninnies. The star player has arrived at last. Show a little enthusiasm. Bah, it is of no matter. Nothing can overshadow my day of glory now. Prepare yourself for the end, Issa Soma.
The slapping sound.
Nishiki Kojitori, the artist, the one and only, has arrived. Tremble before me, pitiful fools! Wait, no. Give applause for the glory you are about to witness. Tonight, I unveil my... Didn't I just ask for applause? What is this silliness?
Everybody's asleep.
This is my grand entrance, you must...
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh no.
Alright, bud.
What on earth is going on? Ah, good Mr. Editor-in-Chief. I'm afraid we're in the middle of a sexy and gradual process at the moment.
Huh?
Could it wait? Hmm? You two are?
Let me just warm up my solid snake.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Nishiki Kojitori, right? As you can see, we're a little busy. We really don't need more problems right now, so just sit tight and hold it, kiddo. Actually, I suppose you're not that young anymore.
Ooh. How rude. Old, but still have my youthful vigor. More importantly, what's going on? This is entirely too strange. Could you fill me in a little, please? Would that we could. If anybody here does know what's going on, please speak up. Everyone gathered here to see the total lunar eclipse. And the eclipse started. So far, everything is fine. It's just a normal school outing. Then things went wrong. And the last corner of the moon was hidden. Everyone here fell asleep. Asleep?
Their brain activity is normal. They're all experiencing an extended period of REM sleep.
REM sleep. So then, they're dreaming? It would seem so. What's the problem then? You can just wake them up. We can't, and that's the problem.
REM sleep is when the body sleeps, the brain remains awake. Normally, you can wake someone experiencing it up quite easily, but...
Hang on, sorry, I'm just adjusting it. Okay. We can slap their faces and shout in their ears all we want, but they don't wake up.
An entire astronomical observation group falling asleep at once. It's strange, but not unheard of. I suppose it's a form of mass hysteria. I've heard that in past cases, the birds involved have woken up by themselves when the moon becomes visible again.
Unfortunately for us, the eclipse ended a while ago, and they're still asleep. I suppose the clouds have something to do with that.
Quite possibly. They gathered right as the eclipse ended, so we haven't seen the moon since before it started.
It's awfully hard to believe. How could looking at the moon cause something like...
Coming through!
You really need to learn to tailor your speech to the occasion. You are completely lacking in grace and quite rude.
The people here are the ones being rude. There's something wrong with a place where dawn doesn't follow pre-dawn. Nagaki and I came to this dream country, the Holiday Star, on the night train. We got to run errands for Mr. Forward King, and we got to see our friends, and it all seemed like good fun, but... when morning was coming, and we thought we were gonna wake up, morning didn't come.
Who are you talking to?
The viewers at home. The camera, of course. Oh my god,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
she
yeah.
is actually. These episodes weren't all released at once, so people have probably forgotten what happened last time.
Being so directly aware of the camera seems a little unprofessional to me.
Whatever. It's better to give the readers a hand. Mr. King! Are you in here? I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind.
His Royal Highness the King.
Yeah.
Hello, I am the King.
Mr. King. You wretched little blob of lemon yogurt.
The King was very scared. Because the human girl come with a scary face and a fierce voice.
He's shrinking, Miss Tosaka. Control yourself before he disappears entirely.
What kind of a wimp is he? Something isn't right here, Mr. King. The night isn't ending, and we aren't waking up.
The night does not end.
Oh.
You do not wake up from the dream.
Oh.
What are you talking about? Night is followed by a new morning. And after that, a new day.
The King said the holiday does not end on the Holiday Star. The holiday is forever. The King asked, if a new day were to come, would the holiday not have to end? Would that not be strange?
We seem to have arrived at riddles.
Common sense makes a very poor weapon in debates here. Well, in that case, how can we get home?
The king said, "There is no returning from the journey you had taken. You should know this well. The dead can never return to life."
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Where did that come from? What do you mean, Mr. King? Isn't this just some happy dream theme park or something?
The king said, "This is the land of dreams. This is where birds who have died wait dreaming for the end of eternity."
That would make sense for me, but... Your Majesty, not all of the birds here are dead.
And there's a living human right here. We didn't do anything aside from watching the eclipse, right? Maybe we got hit by a gigantic meteor? If we died that suddenly, we might arrive in the land of the dead while still alive?
Sometimes. Not often, but sometimes someone arrives here a little early. But the king is kind, and so is always happy to entertain those who need to wait for proper citizenship.
No, thank you. Let's leave already, Nagiki.
Do you think we should? This does seem like the place for me.
Let's go back to the school. You don't need some pushy king who forces people into staying in his country either.
Indeed. I can't say I like it much.
We can get back to the school on the train we took to get here, right? We'll go home whether you want us to or not. Don't bother to see us off.
The king said the train will not come.
No.
Why not?
The night will not end. There is no station. And the train will not come.
I don't follow the logic.
Is that really surprising, given who's talking to you?
I've had enough. We're finding a way out on our own. Well, that sounded really cool, but how are we gonna get out? The station we arrived at was right around...
There's nothing here. It's gone.
Seems so. Maybe it stops at different platform when it's going the other way? But I don't see any platform anywhere. Excuse me? Citizens of this land.
Yes, miss?
Perfect voice choice. We're perfectly normal tourists, and we came here to sightsee.
Oh, how wonderful. This is a very nice place. You're welcome to move in.
Fucking
No,
accent.
we're here to sightsee. We don't want to stay.
Hello.
Is that right? Have you thought about staying permanently then?
Stop repeating yourself. What should we do, Nagiki? This is like verbal dodgeball.
I think we have to find our own way out. Like you said.
And now, we need to figure out what to do.
You just wait for it to clear up again? Even if it doesn't, shouldn't sunlight work just as well?
No, we can't.
Got a time limit, you see. What do you mean?
Avian brains are unstable things, barely out of a period of rapid, unnatural development. Right now, everybody on the ground here is suffering from a disconnect between their brains and their bodies. If we leave them for too long, they won't be able to wake up again. They'll be stuck dreaming until they die.
Wasn't Yuya in the dream?
He was.
He blasted a hole into the dream.
Yeah, he
Oh,
blasted
so-
a hole into it.
With
Yeah, and
explosives,
then he went
fell
back
out.
in the hole. So that said, I don't know what'll happen with the human.
What? So they'll become vegetables? Issa! Issa Soma, you cretin! Wake up! If you're going to slip into an eternal dream, at least do it after being appropriately awed by my artistry. I want to head back in. Do I have your permission?
Do you understand what you're saying, Sakazaki Yuya?
Head in? Into the world of dreams? I'm a messenger of dreams. Sounds pretty romantic, doesn't it?
One of the victims, Shirogane Sakuya, is a relative of Sakazaki's. Sakazaki can synchronize with his brainwaves and access his dreams if he follows the right procedure.
It's a very strange thing. Everyone here is seeing the exact same dream. Almost like a field trip of the soul. Last time I went in, I confirmed a few of them aside from Sakuya. And I suspect that if I can spur them into action directly, we can get them out of there.
Your job here isn't to take a hit for your younger brother. Can you promise me you'll act with discretion?
Yes, sir. I can.
Understood. Your orders, Sakazaki, are to enter the dream through Shirogane Sakuya, extract the people trapped inside, and pull out.
Your time limit in Somnium is 4 minutes.
This will only be a success if everyone comes out alive. We're counting on you, Kaname Date. That includes you, Sakazaki Yuya.
Yes, sir. Wait just a minute. What's in that bottle? Is that stuff legal? And those are sleeping pills? Yes.
He's about to enter someone else's dream. If he wants to get in, he doesn't have much of a choice. This isn't something to do on a whim.
Ah. This can't possibly be good for you. Don't come crying to me if you start experiencing embarrassingly personal side effects. Everything has a price. If you got a goal in mind, you better be prepared to pay up.
Here are the electrodes. I'll be keeping an eye on the monitor. You ready, Sakazaki Yuya?
Yes, sir. Ah. Jeez. Fine, I get it. I'll help too.
Why are you so angry all of a sudden?
I'm not angry. I just can't stand being here with you two stealing all the dramatic roles. Let me do something too. You want to get rid of those clouds, yes?
Can you do something about them?
So who do you think I am? I'm the man once known as the Crawler, the former head of the 2nd Optical Ordnance Division. And I now go by the Champion Bad Guy. I'm the greatest advisor in the artistic research sector, Nishiki Koji Tori. Do you think my new weapon can't handle a few puny clouds?
see. Certainly sounds impressive. How soon can you be ready?
Wind speed, air temperature, humidity. Once I've collected some meteorological data, my calculations will be simple. Give me 20 minutes and I shall unveil my masterpiece. So you'll be cracking the dream from the outside while I go at it from the inside. Sounds good. I'm going under. Adieu.
I
This is-
really wish that they had taken Yuya's model and then just rotated it 90 degrees and put a thump sound. I'm going in, slam sleeping pills.
The place where he was having that tea party. Looks like it isn't too easy to plug a hole in here once it's open. I can't let myself get forcibly ejected again. Time to find everyone and convince them to say goodbye to Dream.
And as for the people he's trying to rescue...
Please, take it easy.
This kingdom is a wonderful place.
Just take it easy. Ah, double take it easy combo.
Doesn't look like anyone's changing their mind.
They just keep on asking us to move in. We're not gonna learn anything from them. Time to break through their line and find the egress. Let's go, Nagaki. Anywhere, as long as we get out of here.
That doesn't sound like much of a plan.
Excellent, mon ami. Your reckless energy is a sight for sore eyes indeed.
Floppy Dove Man! I thought you'd be stuck in a mysterious land getting sued for inappropriate behavior by the Queen of Hearts by now. I'm so glad you're okay.
A real hero always saves his good moves for the final scene, after all. Which is to say, we've got an emergency. I can't risk sticking around too long and getting banhammered again, so I'll keep this quick. This place is not real. We have to leave. Quickly.
Yes, I know! I shouldn't even be here.
But we don't know how to get out.
Meaning, it's not enough just to be aware and want to wake up.
What's going on, Yuya? Will we be okay? Please, tell us whatever you know.
Well, alright, stay calm and listen. I'll fill you in on what's going on in the real world.
And if we stay like this for too long, we'll turn into potheads?
What?
Not potheads, Mr. Osaka. Vegetables.
Exactly. And that's why I'm here to find you all, wake you up, and end the dream.
What's going on? What's that light? A flare? Is this some sort of super mission signal?
The ground's shaking. I don't think that's a flare.
That was pretty fast. I guess he's got more than a big mouth after all. Angle. Set. Power. Set. Backups. Set. Perfection. Ah, pure pearlescent moonlight, shine on my beautiful figure. A night as artistic as this needs no plain, ugly clouds. Allow me to introduce the pinnacle of my efforts in the field of optics. Nishiki Koji Masterpiece X792 Point Light Weapon System AC Vortex.
Yuya? What's going on?
this some sort of natural disaster?
A friendly bird is giving us a hand. He's gonna break this dream from the outside.
The sky's getting brighter. Is it morning again?
I can't say I'd be unhappy if the moonlight alone fixed everything, but... well, we'll see.
What do you think you're doing?
Yes, what do you think you're doing?
Why are you trying to break down our beautiful castle?
Oh,
The king will not let you leave!
I love the triple quotation marks. Clouds are parting. Good work.
But of course! Have I ever failed? Now, oh beautiful full moon, show us your lovely form!
The king said, don't leave me. Don't leave me behind.
What is this? This must be some sort of joke! I am not dreaming. Is this not reality?
It is. What you and I are seeing should be real, anyway.
What
whoa!
is
my
that
god. Oh my god.
hideous thing doing up there?
Egg.
put the moon in an
Egg.
Egg.
There's like an egg in the egg.
Mm-hmm.
The king
Inception.
made an egg. Oh wait, is this me?
I think so.
I don't know.
Because the
A
king's
giant
been
speaking
speaking
to
very
enormous
Out.
egg. A giant black egg to hide the kingdom away.
Is Miss Tosaka.
Ugh.
Miss Tosaka.
Ah. Ugh, what a crazy dream, huh?
It's a little early to say that.
Nightmare isn't over yet, mon ami.
I knew it wouldn't be that easy. Not after you said all that flag-raising stuff, Yuya. Things certainly look a little different, at least. It's pitch dark all around us. Quiet. There's no sound apart from our voices. It got bright, and there was that earthquake. And then the king showed up out of nowhere. What happened?
Not entirely sure myself. I think we can safely say that King fellow doesn't want us leaving.
I think he shut us in.
This is kidnapping. Hey! Mr. King! What kind of VIP treatment is this? I don't want any of it. There's no reply. It's just a cold, dark abyss. What do we do? Nagiki, Yuya. Are the others okay?
The king doesn't seem to want to let any of us go, so he's probably trapped the others in here too. Of course.
We can't see anything.
So we can't. I can just barely make out Nagiki and Yuya. But if they step back even just a little, I think I'd lose them. We can't see what's a wall and what's a corridor. We'll never find any.
Nope.
Hey, they're in a bit of a bind, eh? I'm calling this
Ah,
real
there
stat.
he
Yes!
is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mr. Migrant Bird. Yeah.
I don't remember who was Ryota's dad.
I don't remember either. Who wants him?
I want him.
Well, well, yes.
I mean, I could
but-
try. I could try.
I
Hooey, it's good to get stuck like this.
don't know.
Be troubled as much as you can while you're still young.
Now isn't the time for some friendly old man wisdom.
You know him?
Well, we've bumped into him a few times. He's just a hungry old man.
A hungry old man? That's a depressing way of putting it. Professor Nanaki and the doctor are the only two adults asleep on the roof. What's going on here?
You're a migrant, right, mister? Do you know how to get us out of here?
Haven't the slightest.
You're gonna show up right when we're stuck. Can't you at least be useful?
I've never been good at sticking to a goal. I just wait for the wind to blow and head wherever it smells like tender grasses. There's no need for you young folks to be in such a hurry either. Why not take a break for a change?
We appreciate the thought, but alas, we're a little short on time right now.
We're one step away from a permanent vegetative state after all. We're still alive. We shouldn't be here.
Well, I may have come here naturally.
Hmm? Oh, is that right? I thought there was something odd about you. So you came here early by mistake?
I like living fast.
Yes, that does sound like a problem.
Are only dead birds supposed to come here?
No, that's not it. Don't look so down. You weren't far off. Really, the star isn't a place anyone should come to.
What do you mean?
So it's not where we end up when we die?
Birds who pass their names to the stars wander the night sky. There are any number of places to see. But there are also stars like this. Stars which aren't stars. It's a bit like a hematophid's light, if you see what I mean.
A hematophid?
A lure for prey. Or something like that.
It's a real problem. If I get stuck on a fake star like this, I can't continue my journey. Gotta find a way out. I'll go take a look around.
It's not very bright, but I can see some starlight now.
There are tiny
Ooh.
stars everywhere. I haven't noticed them before.
Your eyes are getting used to the darkness. See? A little break now and then could help too.
He's right. My eyes are used to it now. We're standing in the center of a large, round room with 2 doors? Maybe everyone else is through those. Though we can't tell where they lead.
Oh, don't you have your map with you?
We just got shut in here. We didn't get to bring a strategy guide along.
But doesn't the Morning Dove there have a planisphere?
Yes, I have it.
There's your map.
Nagaki's planisphere. It is a very nice planisphere, but will studying constellations now really
Egg.
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 I did want to say when we saw the big egg, it looked like a
Mhm.
century egg to me, where like the outside is kind of
Ew.
translucent, and you can see the yolk as like the orb.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Oh. Took me a minute to
Century
remember what the
eggs
hell
are
that was.
Nasty.
I like them, but
They
And-
look nasty.
egg? They don't look appetizing. The yolk is green.
They're just black.
It looks a little like a dark nebula. Sorry, it took me a second. I was looking up pictures of Century Egg. I shouldn't have done that. I was like, what does this look like again? Oh.
Ah, shit, I regret looking that up.
That's a bad egg. When an egg turns black, it's rotten. Black is the color of a poor chick who died before hatching. We're just a bit above the very bottom now. The star's lights are birds' souls. Burning bright and happy, even in a dead egg. So, you want to get out of here?
My job here is to find everyone and get out, yes.
I think I'm ready to go home.
And I want to see tomorrow.
Look, we're one step closer to hatching. Chicks grow teeth to help them tear out of their shells and into the new world. We only need them that once. With them, we can break out of the shell by our own strength. No matter how tough the shell is, it will break eventually. If the chick is alive, it can break free. This is a false star. That wasn't a real light you saw. That was a lighthouse, luring wanderers in from the Milky Way.
Fucking song.
Yeah,
really
and this
good.
analogy? A false star is a dangerous thing. Once you're in, it can be hard to get out. It's scary. Break the shell and burn down the false light. The morning dove there can do it. After all, he's got all the answers.
Answers? I see. So all this is fake?
Do you have a plan, Nagiki?
No, not really. I just know what the king was thinking when he made this place. I know why he took one of our stars, and I know why only I can break it. If I can, that is. Somehow.
Well, good luck.
Wait. Can't you explain that a little more? Too late. He's gone. Jeez. No one likes a key character who just shows up with a whole bunch of gnomic advice and doesn't actually say anything useful.
Actually, we love him.
We do love him.
We do love him.
Now, mon ami. At least he gave us some hints, right? And some cause for optimism.
He said that I could do it.
Well, at least the gnomic and hungry old man gave Nagiki some clear reassurance. Your planisphere sure is turning out to be useful, Nagiki.
A little above the very bottom. So we're right here?
And there are 2 stars nearby. And if the stars are what he said,
We should be able to find everyone else if we aim for the stars.
Let's hope so.
And there are two suspicious stars up at the top.
the false lighthouse. That must be the light we saw from the plaza.
And from what he said, we need to break it? Alright.
Now then, We'll need to head up both sides. This looks like a good time to split up, don't you think?
Happens all the time in longer dungeons and RPGs. I'm ready to roll.
Protecting the ladies is always my first priority. I'd like to go with you, Mon Ami, but I'll go alone. You'll be safer if you got the map with you, after all. Take care of her, alright?
Right.
Well... Oh no, this is the king, for sure.
No, I think
Well,
this
well
is,
no, it says us.
Yeah, I think this
Okay.
is Kyoko.
I saw the words very kindly trapped us, and I was like, this is the king. Well, the king
Nah.
very kindly trapped us all in a gigantic evil doom egg. Will we escape from the dream with our lives? Of course we will. After all, this place is crazy. What kind of place doesn't have morning radio aerobics? And so, we split up. Nageki and me going through one door, Yuya through the other. We'll wake everyone from this dream, and smash this rotten egg from the inside. Yuya's already off and getting stuff done. We'd better move along too.
Right.
Yuya does seem pretty professional sometimes. He even had a real gun during that time at Christmas. Maybe he really is with the FBI or something.
I'm opening the door. Are you ready?
Bring it on.
Let me save.
The Lying Picture Book.
Yeah, I guess anyone can read these. There's a couple of these.
I'm happy to
Maybe
read them.
we'll have Milky read this one,
Oh,
because it's
yeah.
Yeah,
Oko-san.
it's Oko-san.
Yes.
Once there was an Oko-san. There was something the Oko-san wanted to find, no matter what. So he ran to the ends of the earth. The Oko-san was very fast. He could run anywhere. He ran everywhere. At the end of the earth, there was a giant hole in the ground.
Look how small he is!
The Oko-san fell into the hole.
No.
No one remembers the Oko-san now.
No!
No.
Poor Oko-san. Poor Oko-san. Oko-san is the pudding god! Oko-san is the god of Mount Pudding!
Oko-san. Hostage confirmed. Moving to secure. Oko-san, let's get out of here. Okay? Oko-san used wing attack. It's super effective. Ow! Ow, Oko-san, that hurts! Calm down and listen to me.
Ow! Oh, I saw you in my eye. Oh,
Oh
sorry.
no! It's pudding.
Oko-san is not Oko-san! Oko-san is the god of Mount Pudding!
You're not being a particularly benevolent god either way.
Yeah, Oko-san. A god has to listen to the voices of the downtrodden common people.
Really?
Yes.
In that case, Oko-san will listen for 3 centimeters.
Oko-san, this pudding isn't real. You have to kiss it goodbye and come back to reality.
Silence!
So 3 centimeters is about 10 seconds?
Looks like it. Oko-san, calm down. This crummy thing isn't the pudding you've been searching for all these years.
Pudding is pudding. What does Hiyoko know about pudding?
I don't know anything about pudding. Think about it, Oko-san. Is the pudding you seek something I could understand? Of course not. It's something beyond and above, something completely outside of my comprehension. Whenever you talk about pudding, it's like it's the meaning of the universe, or final secret of the earth, or some sort of cult deity. No matter how hard you've tried to explain it, I just don't get it. I still don't know what the pudding you're looking for is. But I do understand it's not something you can find just like that.
Of course not. The pudding is an amazing treasure.
Doesn't this strike you as odd, then? How could you have found that amazing treasure without doing anything? What have you been training for all these years? Haven't you been in training so you can find the pudding which sleeps forgotten at the end of the earth? You couldn't possibly find a treasure like that this easily. It's a trap, Oko-san. A fake. You have to remember, Oko-san. Remember the pudding you seek.
I can't do that loud.
Screw!
Ooh. Ooh.
All the drawing.
Mm-hmm.
And before we know it, we're standing in a room just like the one where we started. Was everything we saw in here before just an illusion created by the king?
Was this the beginning of Kingdom Hearts?
Probably,
God,
yes.
it really is.
He was hoping to hold us back.
Oko-san has remembered. True pudding is the universe itself. But it cannot be found in this universe. It is infinite.
I don't think I follow.
That's the point, Nagaki. Don't worry, I don't either.
Oko-san must return to Earth and seek the true pudding.
The wall cracked.
We must be breaking the shell, like the migrant said.
Oh, I get it. When someone starts thinking, I want to go home, the egg cracks a little. It doesn't look like it'll crack anymore, though. And we probably couldn't break it by hand. We'll need to keep going forward.
Oko-san is going home.
Oko-san, wait! Oko-san gallops off into the darkness, snorting and cooing with excitement. Well, he can probably take care of himself just fine.
Probably.
My eyes are getting used to the darkness again, and I can make out another door opposite from where we came in. What will we find in the next room?
I have to say, I really like the decision, or it's very funny, the decision to do Oko-san first, because he has the lowest angst potential of all the characters.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
get it out of the way.
Had to
Yeah,
get it
so we
out
can
of the
start
way
ramping
first,
up.
So there's not, like, a ton of tonal dissonance once we get up to him.
The unclosed picture book.
I'm trying to remember. who
Once
this
there was a
I don't remember.
chrysalis. The chrysalis was all alone. It didn't know how to grow up, so it stayed a chrysalis forever. One day, a butterfly came along. The butterfly said, "Let's be friends. I can show you how to become a beautiful butterfly like me." The lonely chrysalis was happy because it wasn't alone anymore. But its friend the butterfly disappeared soon after. The lonely chrysalis was alone again. It didn't know where to go anymore. Didn't know what it wanted to do anymore. The lonely chrysalis shrank and hardened. It's just a metapod. I can't not see a metapod is the problem.
It does look like one.
And it used harden. Nothing will ever come out of it now. Poor chrysalis. Poor chrysalis.
Merry
Christmas!
Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
It's the Christmas junkies! And here I was expecting some emotionally charged, heart-wrenching scene.
You shouldn't judge by appearances. Maybe these creatures have some sort of deep internal conflict as well.
Well, we did find out that they have a tragic backstory. Miru, Kaku, we need to get out of here. If we stay here too long, we won't be able to go home anymore.
Merry
Merry
Christmas!
Christmas!
What?
This place is called the Holiday Star, but it's not Christmas, is it? If we don't get out of here, we'll never be able to celebrate Christmas again.
Oh no.
No! Merry Christmas!
Chuck! Tom sent to the 6th!
And to the 6th!
I suppose that's an expression of surprise?
I need to start expressing my shock in scientific notation.
Mhm.
They do appear to be moved.
Merry Christmas! That would be bad, really bad.
Really bad!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Hira and Kaku want to start preparing for next Christmas. Oh!
The two of them run off into the darkness. That was a lot easier than Okasan.
But there aren't any cracks in the shell. There must still be someone here.
Cracks in the Shell is my favorite anime.
Mhm.
I guess so.
It's my favorite band.
Just went through this plain corridor a little while ago anyway. I already know who we'll find through that door. Enormous enemy is approaching. Keep your dignity, Nagaki. What is your dignity?
I'm already dead, so I think I'll be safe no matter what, but... Do be careful, Miss Tosaka.
Coming through. Huh? There's no reply. It's just a kitchen.
Miss Tosaka, watch out!
What? What? Nani? What happened? Nagaki slams into me from behind. I go rolling across the floor. Nagaki! I thought you were such a gentleman.
I'm as surprised as you are. Complain to whoever attached that thing to the ceiling.
Hmm? A gigantic bear trap is lying on the floor where I stood a moment
God.
ago. Did that fall from the ceiling?
Oh. Do forgive me. It appears to have fallen a little more slowly than I calculated for. Do not fear, I will use more exact measurements next time.
What do you mean, do not fear, you people-sidle partridge proprietor? And you're supposed to lay bear traps on the ground anyway. Hanging it from the ceiling? Really?
I use scotch tape.
I swear, kids these days can't do anything right. What the fuck are you talking about, Kyoko?
I was planning to modify it such that it would seize the victim's head and then lift them back up to the ceiling. It would help with the desanguinization, you see.
What?
Something with
Removing
blood.
the blood.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see you weren't planning to close after all.
My neck hurts just thinking about it. This is the worst because we know that Hiyoko gets beheaded at the end of the first game.
Yeah!
Yeah.
God.
Or at like the middle end of the first game. Fluffy heretic chef? I mean, Dr. Iwamine? Your dark fantasy affectations end now. You've noticed too, right? This place isn't normal. We've been shut in. If we stay here for too long, we'll...
Enter a persistent vegetative state?
What? You mean he already knows?
I read a report on a similar phenomenon where a number of people shared a dream. A few years ago now. I suspect we are under the effects of something not unlike mass hypnosis caused by the eclipse. If that is not the case, you should not be here.
Well, at least we don't have to explain it to you. Let's escape together, Doctor.
No, thank you.
Projected at the speed of light.
Are you more comfortable here, then?
Who knows? I haven't even been here for half a day. I haven't quite decided yet.
But didn't you say yourself that you're one of those sad people who only love research, Doctor? Your brains will rot and drip out your ears if you stay in this eternal holiday kingdom with its happy-go-lucky king.
It is as you say. If I have my fill of research, I cannot complain. The term vegetative is not entirely accurate. The brain relinquishes control over the body and sinks into a state of pure, unadulterated thought. Is this not so?
You did say that our brains were disconnected from our bodies, so... I guess so?
To cast away all functions but conscious thought. What a pure state of being. It fascinates me.
But... Do you really want to stay in this dream forever, Doctor? Since when were you the dreamy type?
Dreams are not such rigid things as you seem to think. The activity of the brain is no different while dreaming than while walking.
There isn't anything here to use for your favorite diabolical experiments.
No. We cannot be so sure about that. The King of the Stars seems to have absorbed the knowledge and experiences of all who have washed ashore here, and blended them into a being capable of conscious action after all.
You've lost me.
To put it another way, the birds of this star hold within themselves the capability to replay any number of past events. This star is practically overflowing with material for study. Have no worries there. This isn't the sort of thing that happens every day, after all. Since I have the chance to experience it, I want to stay and take advantage of it.
Are you really sure about that, sir? No matter what you study, no matter what you discover, you'll never be able to announce it to the world.
I seek knowledge, and knowledge alone. I'm not doing this for someone else's sake, or for some earthly goal. Given the chance to engage in unadulterated thought without outside disturbance, I am happy to accept it. Go on ahead. We have nothing more to talk about.
The shell cracked. Well, it did crack, but it looks a little subpar.
Those cracks must be from Miru and Kaku.
Probably. We don't have much time, so we'll go rescue the others. Please, reconsider while we're gone, Doctor.
Well, we shall see.
This is no time for ho-ho-ho, Fluffatic. I do hope he decides to help us.
It's
Would folks be
Fluffatic.
okay if, I gotta run to the bathroom real quick? Is this a good spot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Do you want me to toss this on the BRB screen? Or do y'all just want to chat?
Yeah, I might go
I'll be
to
quick.
the bathroom too, so I'm gonna
Okay.
put us up BRB.
Quick bio break.
Let's all take a break, stretch our legs, get some water, etc. All right, back in it.
Welcome back, everyone. I do hope he decides to help us. The infirmary would be awfully lonely without the murderous Fluffatic around.
Miss Tosaka,
Yes?
we've got company.
Greetings, travelers.
Travelers.
Three completely
perfect.
different takes.
Jeez. We've already decided to go home. No one likes a host who tries to lock you in their house and make you stay forever. How many of these vague see-through citizens are there anyway? You all should try talking to the king too. Only a tyrant would try to stop visitors from leaving, right?
Have you been here, all been here with that king forever?
No, we haven't.
No, we haven't.
Someone pick!
We are the same as you.
Either all at once or nobody goes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I relinquish.
You came from outside?
You must have been the
You
same.
must have been the same. We were very afraid, and we came here.
Afraid.
Nagaki and I had a nice time coming here on a comfortable train with a friendly conductor. I don't remember being afraid of anything. If you came from outside, you have homes to return to, right? Why are you staying here? Because we don't have to worry
We
about
don't have
anything.
to worry about anything.
Because there's nothing
Because
There's nothing
scary
scary
here.
here.
There's nothing scary here.
Uh-oh.
The king, oh no.
The king said, "The king is all." and all are the king. Soon your guests from away will be the king too.
Uh-oh.
All are the king. So there is nothing scary here. Everyone is together. Let's be together. The king is waiting on his royal throne. But the king,
The king glances nervously at Nagiki.
Uh-oh.
the king does not want to be friends with that mourning dove. You don't have to come.
That's not very nice of you.
I don't want to be absorbed into your hive mind, but I'd at least like to be invited.
It'd only be fair.
The king commanded, you shall stay away.
The kings fade into the darkness, leaving their selfish command behind. Wow, Nagiki. From the look on his face, I bet the king is changing his royal underwear right about now.
He's a bit of a crybaby. I don't think scaring him is very hard.
I do wonder about it, though. Why was he so afraid of Nagiki? The migrant said something about that, too. Maybe you're the king's natural enemy?
Let's hope so.
And those vague citizens turned into the king and disappeared. If what they said is true,
Perhaps everyone who stays here ends up turning into the king?
that's a bit much. What is this, a horror movie? No, it's a horror visual novel. At least it sounds like he's waiting for us. We've got to go find the others, and then teach him a thing or two about international travel laws.
Not much variety in the decor here. I must say, I'm getting a little sick of it. Wonder how things are going on the roof. I can probably trust Mr. Leone, rather, to keep my body from spontaneously combusting or anything like that. That artistic scientist fellow's probably cleared the clouds away. The king of this place blocked the moonlight. Search and rescue mission in a zone of total surrealism, eh? This is new even to me. The decorated picture book.
Once, there was a beautiful piano.
This has to be Sake,
It's
right?
Sakuya, yeah.
Yeah. Do we want Saki to read it, or should I just continue reading?
Okay.
I'd say you go.
The
I'll
piano
warm
was
up over here.
decorated with gemstones and all the colors of the rainbow. Oh, how it sparkled and glittered. Everyone told it was beautiful. What a beautiful piano. No one had ever seen such a wonderful piano before. The piano's owner was very pleased, and decorated the piano even more. Everyone in all the land praised the piano's beauty. No one, from anywhere, wanted to hear its voice. The gemstones were heavy, so heavy, and one day they crushed the piano flat. Poor piano. Poor piano.
What is this trash? Is there no limit to its vulgarity? The composition is poor, the story juvenile, and the art messy.
I opened the door to find a fantail angrily beating a book on the floor. Salutations, Sakuya. Glad to see you're still yourself.
Wow. Is there no getting rid of you? What now? The tea party's already over.
Is it? That's too bad. I was really looking forward to drinking some of your tea, too.
I wouldn't have given you anything even if you'd shown up on time. Don't get full of yourself, mongrel.
I'll be expecting an invitation card next time, too. Sakuya sticks his beak in the air and coos irritatedly. By the way, what were you reading just now? I pick up the book, which Sakuya had thrown onto the floor.
I haven't the slightest.
Do you remember where you found it?
Do not treat me like a child. The king gave it to me. I do not mean to insult a gift of royalty, but that thing is amazing. It's like the scribbles of a deranged child.
A picture book, eh? So this is a little flirtation from the king. Or rather, an invitation to stay here. Suppose it's meant to paint reality in a poor light to flatter the world's dreams. Alas, its message appears to have been lost on Sakuya.
Something is wrong with someone who dresses a musical instrument up like a Christmas tree.
Our media illiterate
It's-
king.
He does not understand media analysis. Bro does not get metaphors. Instruments come with their own beauty already built in. Gaudiness is hardly the deciding factor in an instrument's value. Indeed, an instrument covered in sparkly gewgaws to impress uncultured fools is the epitome of crassness. Decorating an instrument to the detriment of its tone is absurd, ludicrous. If the author of this drivel was here now, I would sit him down and lecture him for 3 days without break.
He continues on, angrily expounding the qualities of musical timbre. I wonder if he realizes just how much he cares about music.
Aww.
As his brother, I can only hope to see the magnificent blooming of that enthusiasm one day, in the real world. Very true. Visual flair is hardly what an instrument is there for. The piano in here should have used his voice to let everyone know that before he got crushed. I wasn't created to be decorated. Let me sing. Something like that.
Why are you smirking like that? What a distasteful cretin you are.
I love how thick-headed you are, Sakuya. You'll
I
save me a
love how
lot of
stupid.
trouble.
I love how stupid you are.
What is this? Do you mock me?
No, quite the opposite. That was praise.
I doubt it. Your ridiculous facial expression is proof of your deceit.
Forgive me, I was born with it. What am I to do? Now then, I can't spend too much time here. I doubt whoever I run into next will be as easy as you after.
I knew you didn't just wander here by chance. Tell me what it is. Tell me what is happening.
You're always good at keeping things moving. Thanks, Sakuya.
You're an excellent plot mover. Thanks, Sakuya. What? You do not jest?
It's hard to believe, but unfortunately, it's true. You and I are hooked together with a whole pile of electrical wires right now.
You cad! Without my permission?
We weren't exactly being responsive. And it's an emergency anyway. Easier to ask forgiveness than approval, right? Now then, Sakuya. Will you spend eternity having tea here with that cheerful, artistically challenged king?
Inconceivable. I will not stand for it. Oh, the art. Just who do you think I am? I am Shirogane Takuya Le Belle. It is completely out of the question. I demand to see the man responsible for this idiocy at once. I shall have recompense for his gross discourtesy towards me.
Sakuya runs off into the darkness, an aura of unusual proactivity about him. No one gets the better of my little brother. Now then, who's next?
We have Ryota and we have math teacher man. His name I can't remember.
Math teacher man.
Nanaki.
Kazuaki. Nanaki.
Nanaki.
Black and white picture book. Once upon a time, there lived a white dove and a black dove. The white dove loved the sunflower. The black dove loved the sunflower too. What a beautiful sunflower it was. It was as warm and bright as the sun itself. The sunflower would go out and play with the doves all day long. But one day, the sunflower made friends with the star. And after that, the sunflower always went out at night. Without the sunflower as bright as the sun to light them, the days became dark. The white dove knew how nice the night star was, became sad and more sad, cried. The black dove thought the night star should turn into a shooting star and go disappear somewhere far away. Things would be better then. But in the end, both doves froze in the darkness and died. Poor dove. Poor dove.
I think there's also Angel. Was he in the dream?
Angel didn't show up
That's
for
right.
the viewing. This one's just as bad as the last one. Not my style at all. What did you think of it, Kawara Ryota?
Sorry about that, I was muted.
Oh no!
The king said, "You have done nothing wrong. You were the one who found the treasure first."
That doesn't mean anything. How I feel doesn't matter. Looks like he's more interested in talking to the king than me. I guess I'm still just not charming enough.
The king said that mourning dove is a bad, bad bird. That mourning dove wants to steal something precious from the king. And from you. You must know already that mourning dove is an evil, evil demon.
Nagiki's a ghost, but he's not evil. I guess he can be scary if you make a mess of the library, but...
The king said, but you are very afraid of him. Are you not? Because you can tell that your greatest treasure will be taken far, far away. If you join the king, you will not be afraid of anything anymore. The evil demon will be gone then. The king is waiting for you.
After a lot of smarmy babbling, the king disappeared. Salutations, O troubled young pigeon. Mind if I join you for a bit? Oh, Yuya. So you ended up here too. I thought it was just us. Well, I wasn't exactly invited. You know how it is. I'm here to rescue you all. Blah blah blah, please decide to bust out of here and come home with me as soon as possible. I see. So we're all in the same dream after all. So it's not just something I'm imagining all by myself. By all indications, yes. The king there is the host and creator of this charade, and you're all guests. And I'm crashing the party. Everyone dreaming the same dream beneath the starry night sky. Very romantic. So, are you still caught up in this dream? I don't know. I don't know what I want anymore. It's very painful. And when I wake up, it might just end up even more painful. What little I saw of the king's solicitations, I can guess pretty easily what he means. And I am a bit of a specialist in that area. You know by now what it is that's causing you pain, right? I haven't done... Talk to me, Ryota. I'm here for you, and I can help you. What's bothering you? What are you afraid of? Once you've put it into words, you'll know exactly what you need to do. That's what I think, anyway. It's why I talk so much all the time. Seems reasonable, doesn't it? At this rate, you'll rot from the inside. Quite literally, at that. Be brave, Ryota. I'm afraid of... Hiyoko not being with me, even in this dream. I always worry too much, and at first I thought this dream was just me being scared that someday she'll leave me behind. But I guess that's not it. The Hiyoko I saw here is the real Hiyoko. His eyes flicker about nervously. What he says is true. Even though this is a dream, Hiyoko's acting out of her own accord. Hiyoko's been with me ever since we were children. We've been together so long, somewhere along the line I started thinking it would stay like that forever. But it won't. It never would. It was all... just my imagination. All of it. His eyes glisten with tears. Ah, how brightly his innocence shines to one as worldly and jaded as myself. He probably hasn't even realized what his feeling is love. I took it all for granted. I thought it would last forever. But that's not possible. I know Hiyoko better than anyone. I know what she loves and what she hates, what she's good at and what she isn't. I know everything about her. But I don't anymore. Nageki knows a Hiyoko that I don't. And not just in this dream. She spends more time in the library every day. If someday I stop being special to her... For that matter, maybe I just thought I was special to her. All this time, to her, I've been nothing but... Well, what a pickle. If I've been reading the signs right, Nageki and Hiyoko are quite to the point where Ryota should be worrying. But his fears are gonna get more and more likely by the day. I need to pick my words carefully. How can I coax this young man's heart back into the real world without breaking it?
Save. Also, shout out to the Baz voicing power hour of you talking between your two characters.
One man show.
I could hand Ryota off to someone else, but I figured, why not try it?
No, you shouldn't, because you're doing fantastic and I'm enjoying this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Equation to maximum. I don't remember what the answer is, so...
Let's believe in Hiyoko, I feel like.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah,
believe in Hiyoko.
Believe in Hiyoko. Oh, sorry. Believe in Hiyoko, Ryota. You're just jumping at shadows. What do you mean? They aren't really a couple. I've had 1,000 loves. I could tell at a glance. I would like to think that, but... He looks just as troubled as before. Maybe I need to reload my save. Shoot, that wasn't what was worrying him. What I'm trying to say is, you're clearly her favorite, Ryota. What?
I thought this would be like a believe in the Hiyoko that believes in you, not a Hiyoko
that's what I was
on you,
thinking,
Ryota.
I forget if this leads to a bad end or if this just fixes itself, so we'll see how it plays out. What do you know about Hiyoko, Yuya? Do you think you understand every woman in the world just because you always skip class to go around town hitting on girls? It's a little harsh, isn't it? Not that I can exactly explain myself now. It'd take too long. A casual here today, gone tomorrow bird like you can't even comprehend the depth of my relationship with Hiyoko. We've been together forever. I know Hiyoko better than anyone, and the same goes for her. She knows me better than anyone else in the entire world. We have always been one in two, and I won't let that end now. Oopsie.
Whoops.
His Royal Highness the King! There is no way back to your old home. Your home is the Holiday Star now. Everyone's home is the Holiday Star.
Oopsie.
Oops.
Welcome, my new friends. My new kings.
Happily ever after. It does lead to a bad end. Okay.
Well,
Persuasion of
oops.
maximum. What is
Try
special
again.
anyway?
What exactly do you mean by special? Something irreplaceable? I don't really understand myself. But at the very least, to me, Hiyoko is Hiyoko, and no one can ever take her place. So that's it? What were you ever afraid of, then? No one can ever be replaced, Ryota. You'll never stop being special to Hiyoko, in that respect. It's as simple as that. You don't think I'm trying to fool you or anything, do you? That's true, I guess, but that's not it. I'm scared that I just won't be with her as much any... Of course not. You can't stay children forever. Feel like writing me off as a heartless bastard yet? But ignoring me won't change anything. Time will pass, and places will change. First flowers in spring, a shooting star, the rainbow right after a storm. All beautiful, and none can be captured and held forever. No matter how fair the flower, it will rot and fall to pieces if you never let it go. But memories will never hurt you. The flower withers, the star falls, and the rainbow fades away. But you'll always remember the beauty.
Memories will never
You-
hurt you. Spoken by a man who clearly does not have PTSD.
Which is so funny because he absolutely does. He is just
That's
the
the
king of
thing.
repression. You committed infanticide, sir.
Yeah.
Are you telling me to go on alone? With nothing but my memories? That's a little pessimistic. What I'm saying is, don't let your fears for tomorrow cloud the memories you're making today. It's too abstract for me. I don't think I understand. How long is he gonna keep floundering around?
Oh,
I'll have to be a
Ryota,
little
you're
more
so sweet.
clear.
I love you.
He's such a he has such a maiden's heart.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll be an unrequited lover, or maybe you'll live and have a family with Hiyoko. Maybe you'll go your own separate ways. Whatever happens, all the time you spent with her, all the joy you've had, will still be yours. That just makes it even worse. How could I live without the sun if I'm so used to its warmth and light? I'm scared, Yuya. I don't want to see everything I know collapse around me.
Then do it scared.
Then do it scared. Pretty bad. I've been taking him for a quiet metrosexual.
Oh my
Maybe he's
god.
really into the total monopolization thing.
Yuya.
Oh my god, a quiet metrosexual.
As far as I can tell, Miss Yoko herself hasn't gotten the slightest idea this is all going on. But a sinfully negligent lady. Everything changes, Ryota. Time is like that. Inconvenient and rude to everyone. Even if you stand still, everything else will leave you behind. No matter how hard you try to prevent change, it'll still come. The world and your friends will still change. If what you really want is undisturbed peace for the rest of your days, you'll have to cut all your ties, leave everyone behind, and become a hermit in the mountain. No. I don't want that. Didn't think you did. Are you planning to ask someone else to stay with you then? That wouldn't be right. I couldn't ask for something like that. It would be too selfish. Do you think it would be selfish? Aren't you wishing someone would do that for you? Just a little bit? deep inside, I don't know. Maybe I am. Maybe you aren't. Right. Aren't you afraid, Yuya? Everything around us is changing. So are we. We don't know what's ahead. Doesn't that scare you? And things that scare even me, yes. Even a hero of justice has his weaknesses. Was waiting for me at the other end of this night? Best day of my life? The very worst. No one knows. And that's why all we, who cannot see tomorrow, can do, put on our bravest smiles and march boldly into the new day. Isn't that called bluffing? I suppose it is. All this time I've just been trying to look cool so no one will realize what's going on inside. But what's wrong with putting on a little show? I have a question for you. There are only two choices. We're running a little low on time, you see. Kawara Ryota, what do you want to do? You could accept the king's invitation and stay here. Nagiki would be removed. You'd spend your eternity celebrating the endless holiday with Hyoka, and tomorrow would never come. Nothing would change, and nothing would ever hurt you again. Or, you could refuse the king's invitation and return to the real world. Your relationship with Hyoka will change sooner or later, for better or worse, and a new day will come. Now, choose. I won't try to force you either way. You alone can decide what your salvation will be. And in any case, won't do us any good unless he decides to break free himself. Okay, and it switches back to Hyoko's POV.
Well, because Nagiki's with Hyoka, so I think this is...
Yes, I said this is where it switches back to Hyoko's POV.
Okay. Now then, if I remember Nagiki's map right, I should be near the throne room. See, I thought this was Yuya.
It was like a
remembering
scene
Nagiki's
with...
map.
Nah.
But I don't know.
Because Ryota didn't give his answer. I think it cut...
Yeah, it will become clear.
Yes.
Something's bothering me. I've been looking as hard as I can, but I still haven't found it.
Oh shit, it is Yuya.
Yeah.
I guess the scene just cut abruptly. Fuck. There's another star below and to the right of the room it started. Someone else must be here. I went to the right. If that map is correct, there should be a route to that star here somewhere. But where? Okay. Now it's Hyoko.
We don't have to worry about getting lost, but this corridor is way too long.
It is connecting two stars. There really isn't any way it could not be long.
Stop pointing out how futile my complaints are.
We're almost there anyway. Beyond that should be...
The king's chamber? Nagiki stares at the extravagant door at the end of the hallway and nods. Alright. Let's get in there with a bang, take out the king with a clang, and knock down the lighthouse with a crash.
Looks like you two cleared your half just fine.
Yuya.
We went through 2 rooms.
We talked to Oko-san, Miru and Kaku, and Dr. Iwamine. And we made a lot of cracks in the shell. Though, I still don't think the doctor is really with us.
2 rooms after all.
Yep. Just like on the map.
I didn't take any shortcuts, but I've only been through 2 rooms as well. So, I'm afraid I have to go back, Mon ami.
But we're just a few steps from the king.
We're still 1 short. I must have missed the room somewhere. No doubt it's the quail. I'll go find the last room as quickly as I can. My mission here is to get everyone out alive after.
Your status as a hero of justice does give you a better chance at spot checks than either of us. Yuya will finish his search and rescue. I'll clobber some sense into the king, and Nagaki will destroy the lighthouse. It's the perfect plan.
Try not to hurt him too badly, Miss Tosaka.
He started it.
I was hoping to enjoy a reunion a little more, but we'll have plenty of time for that after we wake up. The king isn't going to be like anything you fought before, Mon ami, and he certainly won't be eager to let you pass. But we're low on time. This is the best way.
Don't worry, Yuya. Nothing can stand before Nagaki and me. Ours is a march of destruction, and no tender grasses sprout in the charred trail we leave.
Speak for yourself. Mr. Sakazaki. Hitori is blind, and if he's alone, he may be scared. Please help him.
Of course. Leave it to me. Back to the mission, then. Adieu!
And as for us, into the Hall of the King.
So... Nona, I know you said you wanted to be done by, like, 3-ish. Do we want to stop before this final battle?
Yeah, I was just thinking that it might be
I was gonna
okay.
say, I feel like this is a cool bang
is a
to
good
start off with
stopping
the next
point,
session.
yeah.
Good cliffhanger.
I made 6 saves.
Perfect. We can
Alright.
fuck up 5
Thank
times.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Been
folks.
real.
Thank you.
Bye.
Alright. I
These
guess we'll
games
get
are
out of
fucking
here.
Crazy.
Yes. I hope you are all enjoying. It only gets crazier
Yes.
from here.
This
Okay,
is
then.
very fun. I'm glad to jump back into
Yeah.
Hatoful. It's so fun.
So maybe we can get a session done next week before Nona's surgery. I don't know if we'll be able to
Yeah.
finish, but maybe we can pick a day next week
Yeah.
to
Sounds
get
good
another
to
session
me.
in. Alright. Let me look for somebody to raid.
Every time I open my thing and I'm like, who should we raid? Oh, we could raid
Every
Baz!
time I'm like, oh, it's Nona.
What if we go
but
raid
I'm
Baz?
gonna
That would be
raid-
great.
I'm gonna raid Sawyer.
Oh,
So I don't know if you have any, but
Am I
thanks
not
all.
following Sawyer? Oh no.
So yeah. Have a good one, everybody, and we will catch you next week.
Yeah,
bye.
Bye bye.
Yay!
Bye.
Bye bye.